I wish media spoke more about being a person of color in this society.
I wish the media would talk about queerness, specifically women's queerness, a lot more. Acknowledge Black women's beauty a lot more.
I want media to talk about how even if you have an unpopular opinion, you can still kind of stand up for yourself.
I wish media spoke more about sexual assault and sexual harassment.
I want magazines and media to discuss hardship and the real issues that people are facing right now, especially with all the turmoil that the world is in.
I want media to talk about how you can still be fighting for women's rights even if you're a stay-at-home mom or a wife or a young mom, or even if you have conservative views.
I want media and magazines to discuss different perspectives on topics rather than just catering everything to one side or another and contributing to a divide that's tearing our world apart, basically.
Hi, I'm Taylor Seeley, and I am the founder of Contentment magazine. For the past year, I have been meeting with dozens of women to discuss in depth the issues that they are faced with on a regular and even occasional basis. I wanted to find out what it was exactly that was blocking their ability to live fulfilled and content lives.
I see myself as kind of a conglomeration of all the things that I'm striving to be, and maybe also some components of how I'm falling short of that.
Right after I had my daughter Emery, I was really emotional. I think I was struggling with some postpartum depression and anxiety, and I really wasn't happy with my body where it was at.
They think it only happens to people who aren't trying to get a job, and they're just they're being lazy about where they choose, and they got like a minimum wage job because it was easy or something like that, and it's not easy. They just make this assumption that you put yourself in that situation, and if you were in that situation, you know you would not put yourself there.
We are all individual people with individual problems and therefore individual solutions. But that doesn't mean we can't still learn from each other. No, we're not all conservatives or liberals or students or moms or minorities or snobs or workaholics or anything else. We are complex and we have a lot going on. But in that complexity, we can find common ground. We can form connections and understanding and hopefully unity. But it has to start with conversations, and that is what Contentment magazine will do. Contentment is an inclusive media platform that will deliver thought leaders' positions and arguments to support critical thinking and dialogue about the important issues that are faced by all women today. Contentment magazine prioritizes diversity because it understands and it recognizes that the intersection of gender, race, class, sexuality, religious status, and everything else can contribute to one's ability to live a content life.
Contentment is an interactive digital magazine. It is created through an online software called joom.ag, in which we will also publish, distribute, and sell the publication. The magazine, which will publish 4 times the inaugural year and 6 times each year following, will offer 3 purchasing options: single sales for $10 and then a yearly subscription for 20% off. The third purchasing option will be a membership plan where customers can pay more for extra perks like one-on-one Skype calls with their favorite writers or early access to sign up for webinars, which will be offered on the Contentment magazine website. While we want to focus our revenue streams primarily on these 3 purchasing options, we'll also do traditional in-magazine ads plus website and email advertising, webinar sponsorships, and sales for apparel, which we plan to offer later down the road. There are currently almost 54 million 19 to 29-year-old females in the United States. Based on our own budget plans, we need less than 0.5% to make Contentment sustainable.
This is Contentment. Join us.